The New York Yankees take Game 2 of a 4-game set against the Los Angeles Angels by a score of 11-5. Gary Sanchez got the scoring starting in the bottom of the first with a solo home run the other way, 1-0 Yankees. But in the top of the second, the Angels come back, Jose Iglesias with a 2-run homer. Then in the bottom of the second, the Yankees answer back. Brett Gardner, with runners on the corners, lifts a sac fly into foul territory in left field. DJ LeMahieu with a ribby single the other way, and then Aaron Judge with a 2-run home run, 5-2 Yankees. But Shohei Ohtani, putting on a show, hits another solo home run in the top of the third, his second in 2 games at Yankee Stadium. It is 5-3 Yankees at that point. Then the Yankees explode in the 4th inning. Miguel Andujar leading the inning off with a solo home run. Gary Sanchez with a ribby double, Luke Voit had a ribby double, and Gleyber Torres capped the scoring with a 2-run single. At that point, it is 10-3 Yankees. But then in the top of the 5th, Shohei Ohtani with his second home run of the day, a 2-run shot, and it is 10-5 Yankees. Miguel Andujar with a ribby double in the bottom of the 6th to make it 11-5, and that is where the scoring would end, is the bullpen's restored order after that. Jameson Taillon pitched 5 1/3 innings, gave up 5 runs and 3 home runs, so he did not pitch particularly well. It was definitely a step back from his last start in Kansas City, but he got the win thanks to the Yankees' offense finally waking up for a game. And then Nestor Cortez and Albert Abreu pitched well in relief. And the loss goes to Andrew Heaney, who did not pitch well against the Yankees. He was lifted after a walk to Brett Gardner in the 4th. He threw 3+ innings, allowing 7 runs. And he is saddled with the loss. Just a couple of things on the game. First off, the Yankees did a little bit of damage early with runners in scoring position, which they have not done all year. Brett Gardner had a sac fly, and DJ LeMahieu with a ribby single, both with runners in scoring position in the bottom of the 2nd. And in the bottom of the 4th, the Yankees strung together a couple of hits, the Voit ribby double and the Gleyber 2-run single, that allowed them to score with runners in scoring position. Later on, they did leave the bases loaded in 1 inning, and they did leave 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs in a separate inning. So the problems persisted late, but they did do a little bit early against Heaney. It was a better game for Gleyber Torres. He had 2 hits, stole third base, and walked. Early in the game, he definitely looked like he was opening up, pulling off of pitches, and trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark. And if you try to hit home runs, if you overcompensate on that swing, you'll end up getting under the ball, or you'll get around the ball, or you'll just straight swing and miss. So I think a lot of Gleyber's struggles come from him trying to hit a home run, trying to put another home run on the board, and I think the best way for Gleyber to break out of it is to stop focusing as much on the power, just see ball, hit ball, especially early on, to get out of the slump, and just put the bat on the ball, make solid contact, even if it's a single, or a double into the gap. It's still better than nothing, and you go from there. And Gleyber did that a little later in the game. He had a couple of singles. One of them was a big 2-run single. The other one didn't look pretty. It was a bloop single into left center field. But I noticed that with the 2-strike count, he shortened up and got rid of that leg kick. He did that in his final plate appearance where he worked the walk. And I really like that approach from Gleyber Torres, especially with 2 strikes. Because what it allows him to do is wait a little longer on the ball, see it a little more, and put the ball in play instead of taking a big swing straight through it. And when Gleyber Torres is at his best, he's putting the ball in play to all fields, and even if he's not the 38, 40 home run hitter that we thought he was going to be, if he's able to hit close to 300, maybe above 300, come in clutch with runners in scoring position like DJ LeMahieu did for the last couple of years, I think Gleyber Torres could be a really valuable hitter in the Yankees lineup. And if he's able to do that and the power does come along as well, it's an added bonus. So the Yankees finally get a win, and they finally do something offensively, but it's just a start. This is a team. The Angels are a team that they don't have good pitching. This is a team that you need to pound their pitching into the ground and absolutely show your might. I mean, aside from Shohei Ohtani, they don't really have any good starters. So, yes, it's good to see the Yankees win a game, but they need to keep doing it, and they need to show that they can do it against other non-Baltimore AL East teams. They can do it against other good teams as well. So, well, yes, it's a step in the right direction offensively. The Yankees need to show that they can keep the momentum going. And it's not going to be easy tomorrow, as the LA Angels will be pitching Shohei Ohtani, who has had a very good season on both sides of the ball. He could single-handedly give the Angels a win and at least a series split. And the man who the Yankees will send out to try to prevent that is Domingo Germán, who has had an inconsistent season. He started out very, very poorly. He was sent down to AAA after his first two starts. Then after that, he went on a run where he was pitching very well. And then, lately, he's gone into a little bit of a slide. He started pitching a little worse. So the Yankees will be looking for a bounce-back outing out of Domingo Germán, and they will be looking to try to do something. Anything, really, at this point, against Shohei Ohtani. I really don't expect too much offensively early tomorrow. If they can get Shohei Ohtani out of the game early, if they can work counts, work pitches, and, the more pitches you see, the more you work the count, the more likely it is that Ohtani will make a mistake. Maybe he'll hang a splitter. And if Ohtani makes mistakes, the Yankees cannot miss them. It's some pitchers, you're only going to get maybe one or two mistakes a game, kind of like the Max Scherzer game. The game Max Scherzer pitched against the Yankees made a single mistake. Kyle Higashioka hit it for a home run. The Yankees are going to need to do the same thing against Shohei Ohtani tomorrow. So, Yankees win tonight. They try to carry the momentum into tomorrow. And if you win tomorrow, you go for a series win on Thursday. If you lose tomorrow, you're hoping for a series split. So, let's go Yankees. Go battle tomorrow and keep the momentum going.